Oh, don't shoot. Oh, the jackhammer. I think this might be the sneakiest, best chatterbait trailer I've found in a while. What's happening, fishing friends? Welcome to another episode out on a beautiful morning with...
Morning.
Got that pretty boat. Maybe we'll see if it can fit in my garage. Gonna see if we can find some early morning fish. Really no cloud cover or anything, so we're gonna have to maybe get crafty on how we find these fish. But there's a whole bunch of vegetation here that we were not ready for. So we might have to bring out the frog stick here pretty close. But anyway, enough yapping. Sun's coming up. Let's go fishing.
Sure.
Ducks. Dude, up there by those... See if you can get us up there a little bit by that wood they keep.
Got one.
There we go. All right, well, I better get this on video. Matt with our first fish of the day finally caught us one. Skunks out of the boat. I have no idea what I'm doing.
You pull the whole tree down.
What in the hell? Dude, look at this line. Like, is it a musky lure? It's like an 80-pound braid, 85-pound braid. It's like a rope.
Like a rope.
What is it? Now I kind of want to know what they had tied on. Yeah.
There you go, buddy.
Dang. All right. Well, there we go. Somebody was fishing for the muskellunge with the gigantor whopper plopper. 100-pound braid. Dude, look at that. And a 10 million size whopper plopper. Oh, come on. Couldn't tell how big it was. Something came out of there and slapped it. Hey, oh. Hey, oh, hey, oh. Matt's guide service. Oh, we had some follow here and you caught one. Hey, there's one. Oh, right on the outside main edge, huh? I thought I was snagged and just kind of lifted it. Whether or not we get a video and whether or not that I succeed today, all eyes on you, man.
Oh, don't put that kind of pressure on.
What? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna fold.
I'm sorry. This is all on you. If I don't catch enough fish, it's your butt crack and an explanation going up on Instagram on my page. I'm sorry. I know I put the thing that Matt and I were gonna at least catch some dinks. However, I would not recommend his guide service. 1 out of 5. Monsters, but this is the best. Oh, he's bigger than I thought. Best sign we've had. We had how many bites right here? All right, well, there we go. Not a brute, a little 1.5-pounder, but finally figuring out sort of a pattern. All right, there we go. That dude was bigger than I thought. Thanks for eating, feller. On one? Nice. Almost died, poisoned by a barking spider. Cops called.
Oh, co-angler has no idea what happened. That was right up on the bank. That one right there. You got a Fiat.
Oh, the jackhammer. Well, folks, looks like it might be a jackhammery type day. That's all right. At least we finally got on a little pile of fish. After a whole morning of catch nothing, little dude been eating well. Thanks, feller. White jackhammer along some rocks here. Got some wind. I think this might be the sneakiest, best chatterbait trailer I've found in a while. If I keep catching fish, maybe we'll talk about it. Little shade pocket. You throwing that swimmer still?
Yep.
A recording?
Busted megabass jig with a...
Oh, that cast sucked. Like, if I have to strap myself into a boat because the fish I'm catching could pull me in and kill me. Like, I'd rather just go bass fishing. I don't really want to mess with that. Little, oh! Little dude, it was just little anyway. Got one? Did you get him? Shut up, Matt.
Oh my God.
Oh, drum. Drum roll for Matt, please. Literal drum roll.
Team pulled a bunch of guys.
Oh. Oh, little one. Ow.
Boy, I couldn't tell if that was a fish or not.
Hey. Hey. We're good at losing fish today. It's the we care about the fish release. We don't want to wipe their slime coat off. Good one. Oh, pike. Or is it a muskie? It is a muskie. Am I recording? Oh, Matt's on a muskie. Not a big one, but it is still a... Oh, it was still a muskie.
I seriously thought I snagged it. Why does that fish in your thumbnail look like it's been loaded and dead?
Oh, him? No, he's fresh. That's just the way they look from this lake. They look a little different. All right, there we go. Another one. Was I even recording? I was. Another dink. Edges of grass with the jackhammer. It's been slow. Bites have been few and far between. Well, at least I can use the catches from this as B-roll for when I do this reel, rod and reel review. Oh, don't shoot. Yay. Another one. Not the big one we've been after, but by golly, it is another fish. Ooh, barely had him too. Cool. All right, our little pounder. It's a fish though. All right, fishing friends, that was the end of the trip. Fun day catching a number of fish on this, the jackhammer. I've caught a few more off camera. I don't know, maybe 8 for the day. Matt was throwing the Uzo or Uzoe Summer or whatever from Mega Bass, which is like an underswim swim jig type thing. Got a little blade on it, but this is what I was throwing. So I've been trying to put in more time with the jackhammer. And as you see here, this is the big deal with the jackhammer. You see on the side of the heads there, where the blade hits, where all that paint is wore off? That's the big thing with the jackhammer, you know, the Z-Man type stuff. The blade hits that head and it makes a different sound, that clicking, vibrating, as opposed to other vibrating jigs that are connected here with a split ring. A lot of times they don't even reach the head to click on it. So some people say that why that's more effective. They definitely are more consistent. Good components. I know Gramps is, you know, telling me, Debo, you need to throw the jackhammer more. I only had a couple, so bought a bunch on sale, and that's what I've been throwing this year. And there's no denying they catch fish. I like throwing them in the boat more, or if I get it snagged, I can get them. But the old white pearl jackhammer, it's got like the glittery, I don't know what color this is. I'll link everything below that I'm talking about. Tackle Warehouse is having their 4th of July sale now, so save some money. Or Omnia has some good sales right now. American Legacy has good sales. Check them out too. Use the codes from other fishing friends that we follow, Hella Bass, Gramps, Serious Angler, Tackle Talk Podcast, a bunch of them out there. Give them a follow and use their code. Help support them. But the trailer, I think this is a sneaky trailer, and this is where did I put the bag? The Lake Fork Swim and Slug. The pearl ones are out in my truck, but I have the green pumpkin ones here. They're just a little over 4 inches, and they're one of those trailers that don't really have their own action. The body is segmented, so you can see here where it's real skinny in the middle there. Shows a little bit better if I have it kind of on my shirt there. It's segmented here, the pieces of the body, so this is real thin and it's real easy to move. The advantage to that is this lure is working with the chatterbait. It's not like some of the real big paddle tails or some of the craw type things that have real big appendages that kind of work against the chatterbait. This just has a little stick pointy tail that looks really cool, really natural in the water. And I think I'm going to be doing like we got the girls' pool up in the back. I think I'm going to be doing like a underwater chatterbait, different lures type thing to show what they look like underwater. This will definitely be one of them, but it has a really neat look to it, and like I said, works with it, you know, similar to using like a fluke or whatever, the hog farm or spunk shad, something that's got, you know, kind of a skinny tail, not a lot of action on its own, but you put it on a chatterbait and that vibration, that back and forth really kicks in. So I really like these. They've also got like they call this the Swim and Slug. They've also got like the Swim and Shad. That was one of the first like chatterbait trailers I really locked onto. Then of course it's kind of like the Zacho. There's a number of others out there now, but if you haven't tried those, if you haven't looked at Lake Fork lures, give them a try, check them out. They make the ring fry that I like and use a ton. Bunch of other cool stuff. Check them out. Now, the setup that I was using, I kind of fell in love with this. This is the Corrado 150, that MGL reel, the new Corrado that they put out, 150 size, smaller than like the 200K. So, you know, the 150 size means it's a smaller frame in hand, feels good. I mean, this MGL spool in here is supposed to help cast lighter lures, but just slinging this around all day, this is a 1/2 ounce. I've kind of been leaning more toward 1/2 ounce chatterbaits lately. They stay down a little bit easier. But slinging this all day, I mean, it was a breeze. And you can see from the casting, we were casting on the edges of grass, on indentations, and the bites were spotty, minus that one point where I lost a couple fish, Matt lost a couple, we had some more bites. I think I caught 3 off of it. That was really the only consistent place. Otherwise, it was just covering water all day, looking for grass edges and trying to find fish, but they were picky as heck. But I really, after using this all day, really took a liking to this old Corrado 150 MGL. Really dig the reel. I'll have more of a kind of in-depth thing on that coming soon. 15-pound P-line tactical on there I was throwing. And then the rod, this is another TFO rod. I really like their rods too. This is the Professional Series. 7-foot, medium heavy, rated for lures up to 1 ounce. And again, I kind of feel like that's the sweet spot with medium heavy rods. If you're looking for one, if you can only get one, like a 7-foot-ish, 7.2, medium heavy, but really like their rods. And the thing I like about this one, I talk about comfort a lot. It's interesting, they put, you know, the cork here with this kind of different, like, hooded thing here that holds your reel. Very comfortable, finger sits there, nothing scratchy, fits perfect in hand. Some of these reels, they have like, the reel trigger is like too far back for me and it's just not comfortable. This one fits really well, feels good in hand, and of course that's going to change, you know, depending on what reel you have. But this specific rod and reel setup felt really good, and it kind of got to the point of the day where I was like, I don't even want to mess with anything else. This is comfortable. I've had a few on the chatterbait. I'm just going to grind it out. And we caught some fish. Matt caught some fish. He caught a drum, had a musky hook. That was on a glide bait, like an 8 or 10 inch glide bait, something like that. Didn't land it. That would have been really cool if he would have caught that. I think maybe that was the swimmer. I don't know. That was fun. We took his boat home. I was actually going to purchase his boat. He bought a new one. Brought it in my garage here. I'm actually sitting in, if you can't tell, the old trusty John boat here. Tried to get it in the garage and it wouldn't fit. My garage is only like just barely 21 foot, not even close, plus width. I need to get a place where I've got a separate 2-car garage where I can build a Fishin man cave and have a boat. But for now, the little 11-foot John boat's gonna have to work. I'm gonna have a video coming up soon where I take you through this, show you a few little mods I did to it, and take it out because I haven't taken this boat out all year. All right, so enough yapping. Today's subscribed fishing friend is Matt. Matt, thanks for putting up with me. I was giving him crap about his guide service the night before he posted, hey, Debo and I are going to go on an adventure and catch a bunch of dinks. The day started off so like 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours before we even caught a fish. So I was giving him crap. Matt, I appreciate you taking me out. Thanks for bringing the boat over, driving all the way here. See if we could get it into fit. I'm sorry we couldn't. I would have certainly purchased it. Anybody in the Iowa area is looking for a boat, Matt's got a pretty sweet one for sale. Hit him up on Instagram. But that's enough for me. I need to get inside and edit. It's a little bit warm in the garage. That's okay. I'll take heat over snow any day. So thank you all for watching. Again, I appreciate you all. Continue to watch the videos. Keep supporting me. Keeping my channel growing. If it wasn't for you all, I wouldn't be here. But enough yapping. Thanks for watching. And until next time.